Duplicare can help you clean up duplicates that already exist in your system. But in this video, I want to show you how Duplicare helps to stop duplicates being created in the first place using real-time duplicate detection. I'm going to work within Contact for this example, but the same approach works across all of the tables too. A very common source of duplicates is simple day-to-day data entry. Someone takes a phone call, creates a new record, and doesn't realise that person already exists in the system. I'm going to create a new contact here, just as a user would during a call. I'll deliberately introduce a small error. I'm going to spell Anakin's surname as Skywalker with an OR instead of Skywalker with an AL to show how Duplicare's fuzzy matching works. Behind the scenes, I've got a rule that says if the first name, last name, and account name all fuzzy match an existing record, treat this as a potential duplicate. We'll look at how these rules are built in a later video. For now, it's just important to understand that this logic is completely configurable. As soon as I've entered enough information to trigger that rule, Duplicare flags a warning. At this point, I can already see that the system believes there may be duplicates in the database, and it shows me the records it's matched against. Importantly, this doesn't force a decision. I can ignore the warning and continue if I genuinely need to create a new record. What we find most users prefer, though, is what happens when I try to save the record. At this point, I'm warned again that duplicates have been detected, but instead of being forced to abandon what I've typed or create a duplicate anyway, I'm given a third option. When I choose to merge, I'm taken into the same Duplicare merge interface with one important difference. One of these records doesn't actually exist in the system. This is what we call a ghost record. It's the data I've typed into the form which only exists in my browser and hasn't been saved yet. This allows me to make a clean decision. I can see the existing records Duplicare has identified as duplicates. I can also keep the valuable new information I've just entered, like the job title or the email address, without losing anything. In this case, I know the correct spelling of Skywalker is with an AL, so I'll choose that. The job title I entered doesn't exist on the other records, so I'll bring that into the output record. And this other record has an email address I want to keep, so I'll include that too. When I complete the merge in the background, something quite powerful has happened. I've prevented a new duplicate from being created, and I've also merged two existing duplicates at the same time. What would have been 3 records in the system is now just one clean, complete contact. So that's real-time duplicate detection in Duplicare, catching issues as they happen without slowing users down.